them on the Gouden Kabouter Awards. And I'm going to interview this cool guy. So what's your name?
My name is Elliott Matos.
Hi,
how are you?
Okay.
Yeah.
So tonight you're at the Gouden Kabouter Awards.
Yes.
And are you nominated?
No, my friend Steve Belenka is presenting the award for Best Gay Venue. And I have a few friends who are nominated, but I myself am not nominated tonight.
Okay, so you live in Amsterdam now?
I live in Amsterdam now for 5 years.
Originally coming from New York?
Originally I'm from Manhattan, from New York, yeah.
Can you tell me something how you started to DJ in New York and people you know and work with?
Yeah, when I was 16, I started going to the raves there that Frankie Bones threw. And I was going out to all the major storm raves, parties, Brooklyn and Long Island and in Manhattan. And then I just fell into the scene. I started meeting a lot of the major players like Danny Teneglia, Frankie Knuckles. They all became friends of mine. Tony Moran, Ted Patterson, Manny Ward. Yeah, I was able to connect with all these DJs that were in the roots of it. David Morales, Louis Vega.
Those are cool, man.
Yeah, I mean, on Thursday I go to Switzerland for the music summit, where they have the Kings of House. Voice Me Disco will be there. Servino is a good friend of mine from Voice Me Disco. My friend Benjamin is playing with the Belanki brothers from Ibiza. So I'm going to be part of that. I'm so happy to be part of that.
You're kind of good connected.
I'm very well connected with the New York scene as well. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Did you ever play in Limelight in New York?
I threw parties at Limelight, actually.
I heard it's closed, Limelight.
Yeah, but this was back in '94. I started throwing parties at the Limelight, and Peter Gatien owned 4 clubs at the time. He owned Limelight, Club USA, the Tunnel, and the Palladium. And I threw parties at the Limelight and at the Tunnel. And
because in the 90s I've been in Limelight because I used to have been for rodeo field in Riga.
Okay.
And we worked with Moby and stuff like that.
Okay, yeah.
Very cool. Like Joey Beltram.
Yeah.
Taken Beltram to Holland. So I've also met all those people in the Limelight.
Those are great.
At the old church, you know, they took out the banks into the area, and DJ Kyoki was the home DJ.
It was a main DJ, yeah. I used to go there every Wednesday for the Disco 2000. It was Michael Allen's big party. And then I used to go there on Tuesdays for Communion, which was more like the gothic industrial techno party. And then, I ended up going to Tunnel and the Palladium a little bit more than.
So do you produce music by yourself?
I do produce music. I have actually a new track coming out on Nova 27 Records out of New York. It's a remix that I did under the name Bridge and Tunnel. And it's a remix of Mestina the Coin.
Okay, can you tell me something about the style you
Yeah, my style, because I grew up in New York in the 90s, I grew up with the music that was playing on the radio, which was soulful and underground. So my music is but I also grew up with the techno. I love the techno that was coming in from Berlin. So I have a combination. When I do music, it has a harder edge, but it's house.
Okay.
So, we call it a techno house.
It's kind of funky hard house.
It's funky hard house, yeah, funky hard house. Techno is.
Do you use plugins or hardware?
Yeah, well, I do mostly work with Logic Audio. Right now it's number 10, I think.
But did you know that Rocky Jones, he has the whole DJ Hall of Fame on Facebook? And he just had a seminar with the program ProLogic.
Oh, really?
Georgie Porgy was standing on stage, and there were like 40 big producers from Chicago.
Okay.
And he was giving lessons in ProLogic. So that's what also Rocky Jones does,
I started using Logic in 1990. I want to say 1996. I started using Logic. I started working with Cult Records out of New York, and I was doing remixes for them and using Logic. So I I followed the progression of Logic all the way until now. I tried my hands on Reason and Fruity Loops and Ableton, but I always end up staying with Logic because I've been using it for so long.
Do you also still DJ?
I DJ here in Amsterdam. I'm part of the Amsterdam dance event. I do a section of it called the Gay DE, which is bringing all the gay clubs into the Amsterdam dance event, but bringing also my friends from New York into the gay clubs. So Ted Patterson, Manny Ward, Midnight Society have all DJed. Honey Dijon has DJed for me. So yeah. I mean, and we're talking about at the church, the warehouse, all these smaller gay clubs.
Did you know that Rocky's going to start a warehouse again in Chicago?
I heard about that. Actually, I'm going to be in New York on July 4th weekend. I'm going to be in America, and I'm going to go to Chicago because it's the Frankie's picnic. They always do the family picnic, and I'm going to be there for the 4th of July weekend and be able to celebrate with that. This will be my first time to Chicago, though, ever. I've been to Detroit, I've been to New York, but I've never been to Chicago.
Connect you with Rocky, so
I love that, yeah.